I won the lottery. You guys, I did it. I won $4. How do you respond to incremental growth? Are you able to cheer for very small progress? For the past year plus, I've been working on allowing my needs to be met. Through various experiences in my life, I have heard the message that my needs don't matter many times. And not just that, but that if I tried to speak up with what I needed, that I might be punished for it through ridicule, abandonment, or met with emotions like anger. Therefore, I became very good at not acknowledging my needs, even when I was alone. For example, until last year, I struggled with asking permission to use the bathroom, anyone's bathroom. If it was one that I had to ask about, it was very stressful for me, as I felt emotionally that it was a big inconvenience and that I might create a negative outcome by speaking up. Now, logically, I knew this was nonsense, but I was gripped by my subconscious emotions from past experiences, from asking for simple needs such as this that were met with harshness. So I would hold my pee for hours, sometimes painfully, waiting until I was near a bathroom where I didn't have to trouble anyone. That is how little I believed that my needs mattered. Now, reversing this is really tricky. One of the biggest obstacles in beginning this journey was shame. Shame that I was 38 and struggling with this. I mean, I'm an adult. Adults are supposed to know better, right? There's this belief that with age comes enlightenment, but in truth, with age comes getting older. There's no enlightenment until the experience happens, no matter the age. So I had to forgive myself for not knowing how to do better and give myself space to learn. Which brings me to my second point. Speaking my needs is a skill. Like any new skill, I might really suck at it for a while. I might fail a lot. I might have an opportunity to speak up and back away from it. I might have an opportunity to speak up and have it go all wrong. So I've learned to give myself grace and to not make each experience a pass-fail. That is too much pressure. Instead, I work on being aware with what I'm experiencing in that moment and seeing if I'm in a space where I'm ready to take my next step up. If not, that's okay. I'll get there. And I move on. My third share is that movement and success don't always feel good. In fact, sometimes it feels horrible. Here's what I mean. Before the world closed, I had a day where I had a small window of time that was free in my workday, and I decided that I would treat myself to a hot tea that I didn't have to make. So I went to Starbucks. I ordered a chai tea latte with an extra pump. I like my tea strong. And I got it, sat down, and a few sips in, I was noticing that it was off and my stomach was starting to hurt. Now, I love tea, but I don't like coffee. It doesn't sit well with me. I realized the miscommunication. I got a shot of coffee in my tea rather than an extra pump of chai. So I reviewed the words in my head and I could see how it could have been taken as me meaning coffee. I sat there for 20 minutes studying for a test, drinking a drink that tasted gross to me, that was hurting my stomach, with each gulp trying to tell myself, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. And it was supposed to be a big treat for myself. But I was more comfortable with that scenario than going and telling them that it was wrong. I had thoughts like, I didn't want to be seen as a jerk or high maintenance, and I didn't want to get anyone in trouble or have them feel badly for it or get an attitude being told it was my problem and that I would have to pay if I wanted to get another one. Any scenario of it going badly was worse emotionally for me than not getting my needs met. Why? Because it wasn't about the drink. It was about the years of pain of not having my needs met and all of the unresolved emotions attached to that are now neatly stacked up behind this Frankenstein beverage experience. It was more comfortable to go back to my protection place of dismissing myself than face all of that. My subconscious was screaming, "We know this ending, don't engage, don't engage." I got up, went to my car, and I sat there for 5 more minutes. I finally told myself, go inside and get that effing drink that you want. And I went back inside. Now, as I walked in, I did not feel victorious. I did not feel like, woohoo, I've got my back. It felt more like when you're a kid and you were just punished and then told to go to your room, and that walk from the reprimand to the room, that's what it felt like. I hated how I felt walking back into that store. And when I explained to her what happened, she just said, "So how do I make it right for you?" And that was that. I had a new drink in less than a minute, and it tasted so good. When I got back to my car, then I felt good. Then it felt like a victory. But in the middle of it, it's still foreign and risky and possibly feels really dumb if you think that it's a small thing that you should be capable of doing already. And those shoulds can steal your victorious feeling too. So if you, my friend, feel anything similar to this, you are not alone. And from a woman who last year could not even speak up to pee, small steps count. Allow yourself space to be where you are. Be proud of any little speck that you gain. And if you suck at it, love yourself anyway and keep going. Remember, every moment is a new opportunity, and magic does exist. It's love, and it's you, love. I'll see you soon.